with my brand on it. It has now the Work Smart Wellness brand. Also, you may have noticed the sign that says Work Smart Wellness was also donated by the same company called Speedy Tees Printing, and I'm very grateful for this beautiful vibe for my channel. If you do have any printing needs, please do request a quote at speedytees.ca. And let's move on to class now. We're going to start with a warm-up in the yoga style of sun salutation, moving on to some core and back Pilates work, and then moving from there to some twists to strengthen our back, as well as some folds to help us lengthen the hamstring muscles and get some stretch in for the back. So really focusing our time and attention on our back muscles, create this beautiful opportunity for change in our bodies by allowing the breath and life to come in, as well as work on our strength. Moving now into our yoga style warm-up. Stepping to the top of your mat, breathe in tall to the spine, hands come together, thumbs coming through to heart center. Let's drop the shoulders down and back. Breathe in, lifting tall again. Breathe out, coming forward to your fold with your knees bent. Toes and heels are together, or step them hip distance apart in your fold. When you're ready, stepping back to the lunge with the right foot back. Lift your heart space. And then following with the left foot into down dog we go. Tail is high, shoulders drawn back, away from the ears. When you're ready, breathing in to your three-legged dog, lifting your right leg to the sky. Taking that right leg through, help it if you need to. Land it in between the two hands in front. Drop your back knee down, breathing in, lifting the arms wide and high to the sky, and landing the hands in front, stepping the feet together again, toes and heels touching. Breathe into the top of your mountain, stand tall, lift long into the back. Hands back to heart center again, lifting long through the spine, breathing out, folding. Let's come into a chair pose now. Squeeze the inner thighs together and breathe out as you fold. Stepping back with the left foot now. And the right foot follows into down dog we go. Long through the spine, long through the hamstrings, evenly distributing our weight between the hands and the feet. Lift your left leg to the three-legged dog. Take that left leg through, land it in between the two hands in front. Drop your knee down. Breathe in as you expand through the rib cage and reach long through the body, sinking the hips. Hands land, foot steps in behind you. Breathe in, lengthen, and reach for more. Hands to heart center. Let's exhale and float forward. Beautiful stretch for the back of the body. Come into your chair pose, squeezing the inner thighs, dropping the shoulders down. Breathe out as you fold. Stepping back with your right leg, lunge. Left leg follows into down dog we go. Tail is high. Breathe life into your three-legged dog, lifting the legs straight up and high. Take that right leg through, help it if you need to. Land it in between the 2 feet in front. Drop your back knee down. Breathe in, lift and lengthen, reaching the arms over the shoulders. Expansive breath into the hips. Land the hands by the foot and stepping the back foot in to the fold. Breathe in tall, lift and lengthen. Hands come together above you. Back to heart center. Breathe in tall. Reach wide through the rib cage. Come to the floating forward fold. Into your intense chair pose. Belly's braced toward the spine. Electrify this. Breathe out as you land the fingers. Stepping back the left leg. And right leg follows. Help it if you need. As you sink into your heels, lift the tail more. Breathe life into the length of the back of the body. Lengthening for your three-legged dog on the left side. Take that left leg through. Help it if you need to. Land the foot in between the two hands. Drop your back knee down. Settle through the hips as you reach the arms overhead. And sink. Hands float down. Stepping the back foot into the fold. Reach long and high. Hands to heart center. Breathe in. Squeeze the back of the body for a little baby back bend. So really extend the heart towards the hands. Drop the shoulders down and create that length through the crown of the head. Beautiful, and release. Nice job, everyone. Moving on to our abdominal work next. Roll down onto your backs, lying with your belly braced toward the spine, palms facing up. Lift the knees over the hips, extend the front leg, then open it up to the front. That long leg coming back in, draw the knee in. Let's try it on the back side. Lengthen the leg first, then open it up to the diagonal. Bring the leg back in through center line of the body and bend the knees. Let's keep that moving, using the lower abdominal drawn in to stabilize this movement for the pelvic floor. Long body, reach it out. Bring it back into alignment, knee over the hip. Now double legs extend. Both legs open. Both legs together and knees bend. Try it again. Reach. Open. Together and bend. Good. Rolling over now. Coming into our firefly pose. So we want to come onto the hands underneath shoulders. The knees are back in our plank position. And we sink the hips toward the heels. Then bring the knee to the elbow. Side squeezing. Exhale. Inhale and exhale through the moves. So really align the shoulders over your hands. Squeeze. Sink back. Shoulders over hands. Squeeze. And sink back. Really work. Shoulders over the hands. Think about that squeeze into the side body. Sink back to your child's pose. One more round. Squeeze and sink back. Shoulders to the hands and squeeze into the side. Good. Let's settle back onto our backs and go through the same sequence as before. Knees over the hips, extend the legs long, open the knees and legs up, feet together, knees bent. Squeeze the back of the body, reach. Breathe in as you open, knees together, and bend. Really think about engaging the core as you move through these poses. Good. Bend your knees. Land the feet. And let's come back onto our all fours in the plank position on your knees. Or you can go right up onto the toes for your firefly. So squeezing into the side body. Knees land to child's pose, sink back. Up again. Tuck the toes, nice firm plank position. Back knee into the elbow. Land the foot. Land the knees, sink back. Up again to your full plank. Squeeze to the side body. Lengthen the leg. Knees land, sink back. Again, lift. Bracing through the belly first. Engage into the side of the body. Knees land and sink back. Now let's try something else. Into a side plank. Remember your options in your side plank. You can be on your elbow, making sure the knees are a little bit forward of the body, then lift the hips off. There are a few options here. You can stay with this, level 1. Level 2 is the leg extended out. And now let's try threading the needle, hand coming underneath the armpit, and we reach. Then let's take one squeeze into the side body and reach it. Land the foot, thread the needle. Open it up, squeeze into your side body, reach. Thread the needle with the foot landed or lifted, more advanced work. The leg off, more instability, more work. Good job. Now let's try it on the other side. Bring the hips down, the other direction. Elbow directly underneath shoulder. Hips are stacked, knees forward of the body. Lift the hips off. Reach the arm high. Remember your option here to lift the leg off if you wish. Now let's thread the knee roll. Keeping the hips high throughout. Focus here on the abdominal. Now squeeze into your side body and reach. If you want a little less, land the toes. Thread the needle. Open up. Hold that lifted hip position and squeeze into the side body. You've got this. Thread the needle, reach, and squeeze. Nice job. Bring the hips down. Moving into backward. Landing our bellies on the ground. Brace them tight. Shoulders are back. Hands underneath the shoulders. And now we're going to squeeze into the back of the body with the feet on the ground behind us. Our focus is on extension through the spine. So we squeeze into the back of the body to lift us and lower only halfway down. So we're still keeping engagement in the back of the body. The work is coming from the upper back. That's where we need to strengthen. That's where we need more beautiful tightness and work. Creating that beautiful core extension, squeezing into the back and lowering only halfway down. So the hands are just there for support, but they're not actually doing the work. We really want the work coming from the back and squeezing into the extension through the crown of the head. Lower halfway down. Now reach your back arm. Let's set up a half bow. Take hold of the front ankle, making sure that your knees are close together. I recommend flexing the foot that you're holding onto. That just helps protect your knee. Now squeeze the back and lift your shoulder back. Really think about squeezing the back of the body as you lift. Shoulder blade going towards the butt cheek. Trying to lift with the extension through the spine. Try not to compress the lower back. Lower it down. Let's switch direction. Other side. Extend your front arm. Grab hold of your back ankle. Knees close together. That's creating that good alignment for the back to work. Remember, it's not about how high we lift. It's really about getting that extension and working the muscles in the upper back to support our posture. So keep breathing into that lift. Heel is towards the sky. Bracing belly in to support the work. Good job. Land the knees, land the hands, push up into your pointer position. Now let's create length. Reaching front arm long, back leg. And we're cross-linking the muscles behind us. Land the hand, lift your toes towards the sky. Now let's take a little push-up for scorpion. Good job. Land the knee. Let's try that pointer pose on the other side. Back arm, front leg. Reaching into the pointer, lifted through the belly muscles. Shoulder and butt working to create strength. Now point your toes to the sky, land the hand down, and do a little push-up. Nice job. Bring the knees down, toes together, knees apart, sink back. Just take a release for the lower back. Lots of back work completed, lots of strength created. Beautiful. Now moving into some beautiful twists from here. So we're coming back to all fours. I'd like you to take your back arm and thread it through to the front, gently bringing the elbow to the ground. So you're in your child's pose. And now let's bring the hands together into prayer position. So we're focusing here on deepening the twist in the upper back. The hips stay square to the ground, only the upper back is turning. Let's try it on the other side. Land the hands under shoulders, knees under the hips, then thread the front arm to the back, laying the shoulder down as best as you can. And you're welcome to stay in this position if that feels good for you, or advance to the further twist by bringing the palms together, sinking the hips back, and drawing the shoulder blades together. So we're rotating to the back wall with the elbow on, and we're using the pressed palms together to create a little more rotation for the back. Nice job. Beautiful. Let's lie on our backs now. Get a beautiful twist. Taking your arms wide. Bring the legs up above your hips. Cross the knees. So back leg comes over top of front leg. And then we roll to the front. And we're just getting a lower back release here. Spinal flexibility. Beautiful balance of work and stretch. Enjoy the sensation of fullness in your breath and release the tension. Let's try it again on the other side. Lift the legs up. Cross the front leg over top of the back leg and then roll the knees to the back wall. Shoulders are down and just drop your shoulders away from the ears. Just create that beautiful stretch into the back of the body. Nice work. It should feel good. Now slowly releasing the knees over. Let's roll to the side and push ourselves back up. We're going to come into a Hindi squat. So, options for our Hindi squat. Heels on the ground. Take your feet about hip or shoulder distance apart, wide. So we're going to get low into the legs. Sumo squat is the option. So that means staying higher than the rest. So knees are bent, hips are back. If you want the full Hindi squat, we're down low. Hips are low to the ground, chest is lifted. And we're just getting a beautiful stretch and release for the pelvic floor, the hips, the back, everything being released here. Make sure that your heels are landed. So to go as wide as you need to get the heels on the ground. That's really going to help stretch out your calf muscle as well. Let's breathe in and open to the side stretch, reaching your right hand towards the corner of the room. Gently opening up through the chest. Beautiful. Land that hand. Reach to the back. Opening. Breathing into that open space in the front of the body. Good. Land the hands. Bring the heels in. Walk them in. Feet can be about hip distance apart. We're coming into a fold. So you can either take the ragdoll position where you take your elbows to your hands to your elbows and let the head hang down. Or you can wrap around the hands behind the thighs if you can manage that, bringing the chest closer to the thighs. And just let your head hang down. Let your tailbone be lifted. Try and relax into this position. Keep breathing there. Good. Release. Slowly roll up. Step wide. We're going to go into a wide leg fold with stretching out our hamstring muscles. So take the arms wide. Hips go back. Knees bend slightly. So we never want to lock the joints in any position. So now that we have a nice flat back with a long spine, turn to your right side and bring your hand to your shin. Open up the top arm if you can. Otherwise, land the hand on your shin, bringing your chest towards your thigh. Just feel the lift in the back of the body. Remember to maintain slightly bent knees. We never want to lock the joints. To put pressure on the joints is not healthy. We really want to feel the stretch into the muscles. Good. Now open up again. Flatten out the back. Arms are wide. Belly's lifted. And turn to the back side. Just let the head hang. Let the shoulders relax. Let the breath flood in. You should feel that beautiful stretch coming down the back of that left leg. Maintaining slightly bent, micro bend in the knee. Just to get that beautiful engagement in the muscles and taking the load off of your joints. Good job. Open up if you wish, taking the top arm to the sky to give you a little more twist. And then land the hands underneath your shoulders. Bend your knees. And we're going to come down to the floor now. Extending your legs out long. Hips are back. So take the fleshy part of your butt back. Lift through the spine. Create length there. And as you exhale, come forward. Just to where it feels good for you. Maintaining a long lifted spine as you go there. The knees can be bent if you wish. So remember, we just want to focus on the lengthening effect for the back of the body. The shoulders are down. The neck is relaxed. It's all about lengthening the back. And when you feel ready, take your hands behind you, clasp them, and push the arms off the back away from you. Just getting a little chest through the shoulder. Lift those arms off as best you can. Good. Release. Coming back onto your backs now. Bend your knees and roll down. Bring your hands to your feet. Press the heels to the sky and gently rock from side to side. Just notice that beautiful stretch for the hips. If it feels more comfortable for your hands to be on the outside, you decide what works for your body today. Now going for an inner thigh stretch. Your hands can be on the feet, remain there, and press wide. Taking the peace fingers to the inside of the big toe is also an option. Pressing the heels wide. If your body is not ready for this today, the other option is just taking your hands to the inside of the thighs and pressing your heels wide. Nice. Bring your feet together. Beautiful work, everybody. Land the feet. Extend your butterfly position. So your knees are open. Your shoulders are away from your ears, and your hands are to your elbows above your head. Just creating that extension, that release, laying a little bit of love on yourself in this moment. Lots of work done for the back today, the pelvic area, the core. So just take this moment to breathe and release any tension that's there as we slowly move into our meditation. So whenever you feel that you're ready, bring your knees together, releasing the hands out to the side, and choose your option for meditation. If you want to remain lying on your back, that's always recommended. But if it's uncomfortable for you, we do have some options. You can create a teepee with your knees rolled in towards each other and the feet wide. This just helps to alleviate back tension if it's needed. You can extend out to the full corpse pose is what we always recommend. Or you can roll over to your side body into the fetal position with your arms supporting your head, your knees bent. Just take the time to find the position that works for you. We want to be comfortable in our meditative position as this helps us achieve the alignment, the release that we need for our bodies. Now slowly, if you want, if these positions are not acceptable for your body today, you can come to the seated position, sitting with your legs crossed, your spine nice and tall, your shoulders rolled back, fingertips together in your mudra, laying your mudra hands on the backs of the knees and breathing there. Just relaxing your face and shoulders. Enjoy the breath, the expansive quality of that breath as it comes into the body. Just notice it. Breathing in naturally through the nose, allowing that breath to alight the body, breathing deep into the ribs and belly, and letting your out breath be just as slow and as calm as the in breath. And just notice that natural breath freeing you, freeing the tension there, relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders. Let the body deepen into the meditative state with each breath. Use that expansive quality of the breath to focus you inward. Focus your mind on this time and space, taking this opportunity to create change for the body, a change to create lightness, breath, to visualize our beauty and our love of ourselves landing in the body. This body that allows us to move through our day with ease. Be thankful for all the wonderful breaths you are given each day. Know that you are loved, and that love fills you with breath. Let the enjoyment of this time and space, the happiness from within, let it shine out from your heart space. With each breath, bringing more energy to the body, allowing the oxygen to infiltrate your entire being, energizing, lightening, releasing, letting go of all the things that no longer serve us, and breathing in the oxygen that renews us, rejuvenates us, refreshes us. Notice the breath moving through the body to those areas of tenderness. Allow the breath to help release those areas. Releasing the tension away, knowing that you are fully protected by your light, your aura shining out to the world, your protection. Enjoy the peaceful joy that's filling your body with each breath. Visualize that breath coming in. Visualize it healing and rejuvenating you. Visualize that beautiful heart center emanating the love from within to the exterior world. Let's take one more breath in together, lifting the hands overhead, bringing the hands together, palms come back to your heart center. I'd like to thank you all for joining me here today and sharing your time with me. If you did enjoy the class, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as this does help bring that good energy and share it with the rest of the world. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.